Is there a way we can improve our learning abilities? This is a question that is asked every day by children and adults alike. Well, of course there is. There are plenty of factors influencing our learning process, either positively or negatively. Once we become aware of them, we will have better control over our very personal way of learning and assimilating information. Let's look at the factors that we can control. The first factor is nutrition. Nutrition plays an important role in the development and operation of organs. That is why it is very important to give our brain the necessary nutrients to develop in childhood and adolescence. On average, 25% of all energy an adult takes in daily from food goes directly to the brain, whereas this percentage increases to 65% when it comes to children and adolescents. The second factor is practicing sports. Physical activity ensures that certain neurotransmitters are released into the body, which have a significant effect on the brain. These neurotransmitters support brain functions and increase the ability to learn and perform. Physical activity also promotes neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the ability of our brain and nervous system to change their activity in response to internal or external stimuli, which plays a huge role in learning new skills, activities, and languages. The brain needs oxygen to function properly, and that is also provided by the heart when it starts to pump faster during exercise, which improves memory, flexible thinking, and self-control. The third factor is sleep. Sleep greatly affects the learning performance of people. That is why too little sleep has a bad effect on us. It leads to memory and concentration problems. People who are sleep deprived have more difficulty responding flexibly to new situations and have a stronger response to emotionally negative stimuli. The fourth factor is the learning strategy adopted. We all have our own preferences for a strategy to learn and study. Some like to study during the day, others during the night. Some like to lie down and others like to sit straight. The preference that someone follows is not always the most effective strategy. The secret is to find what best works for you. The fifth factor is motivation. Learner's motivation activates learning. When the motives are high, the learner becomes enthusiastic. There are two types of motivation: extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation is the one that comes from outside of the individual and often involves rewards such as grades, trophies, money, social recognition, or praise. Intrinsic motivation is the one that arises from within the individual, such as doing a complicated task purely for the personal satisfaction of solving a problem. As a learner, you should find what motivates you and make it work to your advantage. Well, a bonus piece of information for those who are still with us. There are plenty of other factors that affect the performance of a learner. Some are classified under good working conditions, like the absence or presence of fresh air, light, comfortable surroundings, moderate temperature, absence of distractions like noise, and so on. And some are classified under psychological well-being of the learner, including an individual's psychological state like worries, fears, feelings of loneliness and inferiority, which hinder learning, and self-respect, self-reliance, and self-confidence, which foster effective learning.